Welcome back to another 206-208 sports video, and today we're going to be previewing the Mountain West Conference Championship with number 10 Boise State hosting number 20 UNLV. Let's just stop with the intro and get to it because this is the biggest game in Boise State's history, UNLV's history, with the winner getting the opportunity to play for a national championship and the loser playing in the LA Bowl hosted by Gronk.
Yeah.
So this game is going to be big. Jeff, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, obviously a big game. Two teams that have had a great season so far. Obviously, we got Heisman contender on one side of the ball, and it's definitely going to be interesting. Boise State is definitely a team that, if you know they were to get in, you saw against a really good number one Oregon team. That's they almost won. They were close.
Should
And
have.
Oregon, they're undefeated, and that was probably the game, honestly, that they were the closest to losing. You could say the Ohio State game too,
Yeah, but Boise State should have won that game.
yeah, yeah. But we know that it's going to be a close one. It's going to be a good game, and definitely going to be looking forward to it tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going to be a heavyweight fight. UNLV has a lot of playmakers offensively. Haj Malik Williams, the quarterback, dual threat type of guy. He is a matchup nightmare for anyone. So it's going to be interesting how we spy him. They got one of the best receivers in the country in Ricky White, and he's not a good receiver, just a good receiver. He can block punts. He has 4 block punts on the year. So they try to, that's how they take over games as special teams. And Boise State struggles with special teams, but we have a really good punter. So that's a key, number one. Defensively, UNLV has one of the best linebackers in the country in Jackson Woodard. He is really good. He actually is probably the best linebacker in the Mountain West / he'll be a draft pick, top third round to second round draft pick. So, I mean, it's on the blue though, and you know how hard it is to win on the blue if you're an away team. It's going to be 38,000 strong. This is basically a playoff game, so it's going to be interesting.
Yeah,
What's your
the
thoughts?
yeah, I think obviously, yeah, the blue turf, iconic, but what would be, you know, just how can they stop Genty? That's going to be the thing. Like, can they stop Genty?
Yeah, I think they did a really good job allowing 126 yards last time. But Genty got hurt in that game. He got shoestring tackles and tripped. The turf monster came and ate him. I don't know if that's a thing, but he definitely left about 100 yards of offense on the table or rushing yards the last time these guys played. I just think I'm interested in, I'm going to try to be loud. I'm going to the game, but how does UNLV scheme, like, are they not going to copy the same plan? So what are they going to do differently? And another thing is, how are they going to protect their quarterback? Last time we played them, they gave up 6 sacks, and that cannot happen. So that, I think that's something to keep your eye on. And Maddox Madsen needs to get early. When he has a completion percentage above 60%, Boise State wins. Well, I mean, their only loss is to Oregon, but he was 17 for 40 that game. If Maddox Madsen completes passes at a high rate, Boise State wins big. That's how it usually is. I don't
Yeah.
know what you think. And another thing is, what's your opinion about finishing drives? Because UNLV struggles. They settle for 3 more than they get 7. Do you think that could be a factor?
Yeah. I think the real question is, like the light behind me, are the lights going to be too bright for them on defense? I think
Yeah.
that, for UNLV, it's going to be tough. You got to really convert when it's most important. And I think that's going to be the separator in this game. Obviously, Boise State in the early downs is going to have the advantage, get with Genty and getting in front of the, closer to the sticks. Right now,
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
way
yeah.
behind. And can UNLV just consistently not be in that situation where they are in third down? You know,
Yeah, I tell you what, if you get in third and long, UNLV's offense. I mean, Boise State gives up a lot of third down and long. So there's that. But the crowd at Albertson Stadium, versus Oregon State last week. Jeff, the first play of the game. Oh, he's shutting the shades. The first play of the game, they had two false starts back to back. When I'm talking about the loudest crowds in the country, you got University of Washington, you got Oregon, you got all your SEC schools, and Boise State. Something about the crowd. I don't know. They said there's a design. It got to 100 and what are you shaking your head about?
Okay. I don't know, just the way that you said that. Are we
Okay,
is
so the
that
loudest it's ever been in there is 128. The loudest
the
University of
decibels? Yeah.
Washington. That's the loudest University of Washington has been is like 129.
Oh wow.
100. So, yes. And their quarterback said, I don't know where Boise is on the map. So, if you're watching, I know he did say that. I don't know where it is on the map, and we got to communicate. And I don't know about this. None of their coaches, none of their players have played in an environment like this. This isn't San Jose State or Hawaii. We're talking, this is a big time environment they're going to have to deal with. It's going to be cold. This isn't going to be Las Vegas weather. They're going to have to deal with that. I really believe, though, like, and to answer your question, Haj Malik Williams, you take the interstate, you go through Nevada, you go through Twin Falls, you head straight to Boise. If you want to take a flight, it's an hour flight. All right. But that is bulletin board material. Like that is. It is, right? I saw
Yeah.
some of the players reposting Bleacher Report's post about that. So the players know about that. The last time that happened, Marquez Cooper of San Diego State said he was the best running back in the country, and Genty ain't him. And Genty went for 200 and something yards against San Diego State. So
Yeah.
see,
Can't wait
what
to
is your
see.
thoughts? What is your keys to the game and final thoughts and score prediction?
I mean, I think the keys of the game really Boise State, like I said, doing what they've been doing best. Madsen when they do load the box, executing. That's really what it's going to come down to. And I think, just keeping the game in control, controlling the clock, controlling kind of the tempo of the game is kind of Boise State's memo, and that's what it's going to have to happen. I think for UNLV, you gotta. It's pretty simple. You gotta find a way to at least somewhat hinder Genty from. Now he is fully healthy too.
Yeah, he is. Like last week, I felt like the most healthiest he's been in a while, like
Yeah,
6 weeks.
stopping a
It's going to be a tough task.
stopping a fully healthy Genty in cold weather is not going to be a good task. Not going to be
They
an
got the
easy one.
players to do it. And my thing is,
They
what's your
do.
opinion on transfer portal kids? Their UNLV's roster is just a bunch of transfer
Yeah.
portal kids from the SEC, the Big Ten. I personally think that does not work in an environment like this. Like they have not played a game like this. Yes, they played Boise earlier. The stakes weren't as high, and it was in their hometown stadium, in the Raiders stadium with about 45,000 people. So, what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think that, I think you're right. It doesn't really work. Doesn't necessarily help. Um, they do need kind of that chemistry that might not be built with, yeah, like you said, kids from all over the country, but money does talk, and if guys are getting paid to, come there or whatever it may be,
And
they can
I
be
think it's the
motivated.
right to play. I think
Yeah.
it is. It's a bunch of good backups at good schools coming
Yeah.
to wanting a chance. They're not paying any. Did you hear about that
Well,
quarterback
yeah.
situation where they offered him 250,000 and he committed, and then he like quit the team because they never paid him like mid through the year, and
Oh
then
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the thing.
yeah, bro.
Yeah, this is that same UNLV. Yeah.
Hey, UNLV is in a good spot though. They got the facilities with the Raiders,
Yeah.
a recruiting hotbed. Everyone wants to be in Vegas. I mean, there is no reason UNLV should be the best group of five, one of the best group of. They should be competing for a playoffs year in year out. It's good to
Yeah.
see them good. Their coach is going to be leaving in about 5 days for a better job, but it's good to see them good.
Yeah. So score predictions. I'll start. I think Boise State takes this one. I think it's gonna be fairly close, but I'm going with a 35-31 final.
So you're thinking I'm going to be sweating this one out?
A little bit, yeah.
So they don't cover the spread, and I love that score prediction. I'm going to go with history. History says Boise State loses this game. They do. History says they lose this game. It's hard to beat a team twice. Boise State, I mean, they played Fresno twice in years and they've lost the Mountain West chip, but they win the regular season. This isn't Fresno State, though. This is a UNLV team, all transfer portal guys. I don't know, like, if they're built for this moment yet. I think year 3 in Barry Odom, they could be. I think if Boise State plays a clean brand of football and Madsen takes care of the ball and we have no special team blips, and play Boise State football, we'll win. And UNLV, if we can clamp in the red zone, bend but don't break, which I think they will do that. UNLV they struggle in the red zone. I think Boise State wins 31-23. UNLV gets the ball back with a chance to go drive to take it to OT, and then a late interception by the UW transfer to Bomb Banks.
Okay.
That's my
I
prediction.
like it. I like the specific details. It's good. Carson, any final?
Anyways, if that's the case,
Yeah.
hello Fiesta Bowl.
Oh,
See you in Glendale. If not, I mean Gronkowski LA Bowl that versus University of Washington.
yeah.
Okay, but it's not like a Penix Washington.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a 6-16. So it would
It
be a
is.
big letdown. Okay, but if we do lose this game, I want to play Washington and just beat the living crap out of them. But
Yeah.
if that's the case, we might have to have like an extra episode for that, like an hour long episode or
Yeah,
something. I don't know. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Watch all the games. There's a lot of good games on. No spread is above 5. Texas, Georgia, Clemson, SMU, Oregon, Penn State. There's a lot of good games. So enjoy your conference championship weekend and make sure you like and subscribe because we greatly appreciate it.
yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Have a good one, guys.